Now I'm going to go around on the other side of the rock. Let the current take my fly to the other side. Go over the back side of it. Oh, right there. Right there. Oh, steelhead, baby! Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh. Previously on Northwest Fishing Fanatics. That's not bad. Oh, yeah, come on. Let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. We went back to the bottom. A little dusty. It's been a while since I used this stuff. Make sure I have everything I need here. Let's see here. I usually keep pre-tied leaders in here. Aha. Leader material, but looks like I need to tie a couple of leaders. Guess I don't need a machete out there. I do need a couple other things though. That's right. Okay, no, I don't need anything there. I do need these and those. And where's my walking stick? That is a walking stick, but walking stick. Now I'm steelhead fishing here. Might catch a trout, so I'm not going to take a net with me at all. Because if I catch a steelhead, I usually just pull them up on the bank. One more thing I need. I need to be able to tether that. See, I used to have my walking sticks all set up, where I just clip them onto my waist. But it's been a while. Okay. I gotta find some paracord. Okay. So I just need a clip of some sort. Clip it onto my belt. Right there. Two of them. I'll use this one. I just need some paracord. Oh. This thing's almost empty. Oh boy, just the right length. Let's just do this. That. Now I can put this on my waist and on my belt and snap on my walking stick. The water gets a little bit deep out here, but I don't even know if I'm going to go out far enough to even worry about it. That should be it. Now all I have to do is clip this on my belt, and my stick is just always there so I can walk around the river. It's perfect. Perfect fit. I used to have a rack up here where I carried my shotgun, but yeah, that should be okay. There's a deer right there. That's so cool. I know they're just deer, and we actually feed these down here. We have several feeders, but I love seeing them, man. They're just awesome. I've been seeing these deer down here, you know, in this area for almost all my life, and every single time I see one, it's just, I'm amazed as I was the first time I seen them. I just have such a great respect for them. They're freaking cool. Oh, and we caught some on our trail camera yesterday. It was a doe with a little fawn, you know, like this big, man. This was super cool. Browsing on the apple leaves. So the apples are just starting to fall now. We've got 6 apple trees here, one golden delicious tree up a little bit further, yeah, and a couple other apple trees on the other side. So there's lots of apples around here for the deer. My dad planted them and planned it perfectly. Okay, let's go to the fishing spot. She's gonna circle back around and go back to the apple trees. Man, oh, that's a short ride, you know, and it's kind of a weird experience to me. I've been coming down here all my life, and things have changed so drastically since I started concentrating on fishing out of the boat, fishing in the ocean. I used to spend 99.9% of my time fishing the Cowlitz River, fly fishing, steelhead, salmon, whatever. But all the property down here has been developed and has changed hands 2-3 times, you know, in my lifetime. And to see structures and improvements to the roads and trails cut through the woods, you know, on private property, is fine because it's their property. They can do whatever they want with it, right? But it's just weird for me. I used to come down here and there would be nobody here. I had the whole place to myself. It's just something that I have to, you know, get used to and learn to live with. Let me get geared up and I'll see you heading down the trail. Just heard some guys floating down the river on a boat. First thing I do is I put the key to the quad in my pocket. All right, let's head down this trail. Deer trail. Walking through the woods with a 9-foot fly rod. A little bit of a pain in the neck. River and look at that. The spot I want to fish is actually up that direction, and I'm gonna walk because it's either walk here to the river and walk up the river or walk through the woods, and I think I'd rather walk up the river. When it's down like this, that's just awesome. It's awesome. Of course, it's awesome all the time. So that feeling of anxiety that I get when I'm walking through what's private property now, and it used to not be private property. Well, it's always been private property, but there's never been people down here. But that anxiety that I feel when I'm doing that kind of subsides once I get here to the river. And why wouldn't it? Look at it. Beautiful. Okay. We are almost to my starting point. I'm glad I took off my sweatshirt. Man, it's hot already. Oh, and we are virtually here. This is where, whoo! This is where I always start. Now this slow water right here is actually pretty deep. It's like 4-5 feet deep right there. And then you can see that boulder right there sticking out with the ripples behind it, but there's about 4 of them in here. And this is where I always This is where I always start. This is where I've always caught my steelhead in days past. We'll see if today's one of those days. Okay, as you can see, there's a big rock right there. I'm going to start up here, cast in shallow. I'm going to start up here, cast in shallow, see if there's any trout behind these rocks here, and then I'll slowly extend my cast out further into the river. But I've caught a lot of steelhead just right in here behind these rocks, and of course, you know, out there. So let's get set up. Well, I've got everything ready to go already. You may have noticed that this old Medalist, Fluger Medalist reel, I mean, I've got nicer reels, but this is the one that I've always caught fish here on the Cowlitz, and it's just the one I keep on this this fly rod. Now this is a 9-foot number 9 Lamiglass, and so matched up with 9-foot floating fly line. And what I've got tied up here is a hand-tied woolly worm. These woolly worms I tie myself. These are, I do them in this color or green olive drab. And then it's a 9-foot leader. I always make my fly line leaders as long as my fly rod. Except for on my spay rod. It's a 14-foot rod. So I'll use a 10-foot leader on that one. And just so you can see, up here, where the fly line ties to the leader, I have another short leader and a knot. The knot's not supposed to be there. Okay, come on. All right, there we go. Okay, so then I have another short leader, about an 10 foot, about an 8 or 10 inch leader to there, and then this fly here. So I'll catch a lot. Sometimes I'll catch a trout on the upper fly, a steelhead on the bottom one. You never know. Sometimes I'll catch steelhead on these little guys here too. I don't remember the exact name of this fly. So as I mentioned, I'm just going to start real shallow, real short, real close. See if there's a trout sitting in here, and then I'm going to extend my cast further out, so I start inside. Try to get in behind this rock here. Now there's some decent flow. Now right now I'm using a floating line with a fairly heavy fly. Those woolly worms that I tie are tied on a number 2 hook, so it's a long shank hook. Keep them short. Sometimes there's trout sitting right up in here, right behind that rock. Bring it all the way in slowly. Back up. Let me get behind this rock here. Okay. Whoa. I'm gonna go out a little bit further. Now I'm gonna go around on the other side of the rock. Let the current take my fly to the other side, go over the back side of it. Oh, right there, right there. Oh, steelhead, baby! Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh! Oh, it just came off. Son of a... Oh my God, can you believe it? Oh! Oh! Right there. Right. Oh! Oh, come on. I'm out here 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Oh. Wow. Okay, come on, man. My hook is good. Oh, hook is sharp. Oh, and he was hooked good too. Ah. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. There he was, sitting right on the other side of that rock. Oh, I just got bumped again. That felt like a trout though. Maybe he's down there, you know, with someone else. Okay, so what I did was I flipped it on the other side of that rock right there, let it come in just as that current is pulling on the other side, and he was sitting right behind that rock. Oh, man, come on. That was freaking awesome. Oh. Okay, let me work my way out. A little bit further. Come on, babies, come on. Do that again. Be honest with you, I was not expecting that fish. It just happened so fast. 5 minutes in the water and bam. Come on now. How often does that happen? I want to get behind this rock here because there's current going around this rock here, and then there's current going around the other rock, and I want to get in that seam between the two rocks. Not necessarily behind this, but in the seam that cuts around these two. There is one more spot I usually fish this entire thing, but I'm going to jump down to another spot down there. You can probably see it. The rocks stick out, the river turns to the left, there's a deep pool right there, and the steelhead and the trout like to hang out right on the edge of that fast water where the rocks are. So let's go over there. Okay, here we are. We were way up there, but now we're way down here, and you can see the rippling of the water, how it comes out that way, and then these shallow boulders. And then right over here, you've got a pool. There's a deep pool right there. So deep you can't even walk across it actually, you know, to get from, you have to come in to go around it. But anyway, a lot of cutthroat will be right in here in that fast water, and I've caught a lot of steelhead out in the river and further down, you know, as it tails out. So we're gonna walk out here and start fishing right behind that rock, that one right there. Get out here in this little faster water here. I put that different color on there. Let's see if it's on the top part or the top part. I think it might be on the top part. Not a steelhead. Now I gotta get him up. See, he's on the top fly. Still got that other one. Oh, look at that. I'll show you this little fish. It's a beautiful little rainbow. On the top fly. Come here. He'll be okay. Look at that. Right in the lip. Beautiful little rainbow trout. Oh my gosh, these are fun. Let's get him in the water. Oh, there he goes. Okay, there you have it. I didn't get skunked. I caught a little trout and had that steelhead on that little guy. This is the last fly I had on the main line. That right there. All these flies that I've been using have been successful for me. And, you know, I told my wife that I was going to fish for a couple of hours, and I've done exactly that. So, oh man, look! I mean, look at this water. I'm down here at kind of like eye level. But look at this. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that absolutely incredible? So I'm out here in the river, signing off. It was actually, as I mentioned earlier briefly, I told my wife I was going to fish a couple of hours, and I've done that. Oh, now my pistol's not getting wet. And I've done that. So, man, if I could have only landed that steelhead, that was awesome. But I did get that trout. It was a small trout. But you know, catching any fish out here when you're fly fishing is a lot of fun. I think the next adventure that we go on is going to be out at Westport again. I like to fish Westport a lot this time of the year because the kings are in and it helps me fill my freezer. But thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I've only got a quick quad ride out of here, and it was a lot of fun. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit the like button, the thumbs up button. Hopefully next time I'm out here like this, I'll catch a steelhead for you and for my wife. But peace, love, tight lines, and I'll see you on the water. Either the lake, the river, the ocean, or who knows. Bye now.